Initiating broadcast signal in
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies, gentlemen, and knights of the Nerd World Order, this is the Nerd World Order broadcast. I am the man you call Dukes, and to my right, it's all about the.
Booyah, what's up? It's your boy Joe, baby.
And to my other right, weighing in at 178 adamantium filled pounds, coming straight out of Apollo, Alfonso X-Man Flores.
Where's Thor? And why is he crying?
You know, the reason Thor's probably crying is because he didn't have the chance to go to San Diego Comic-Con. Now, I wouldn't say that's a reason for me to cry, but I also, much like Thor, did not have the opportunity to go to San Diego Comic-Con 2026. However, we do have all the news that came out of San Diego Comic-Con 2026, and we would like to discuss it with you. Not all of it, because that's a lot, but, definitely all the highlights. So before we get into the highlights, like, subscribe, tell your mom, tell your sister. If your dog can type like one of those cats from the old school memes, have your dog subscribe too. Listen, like, subscribe. So let me get into my thoughts on San Diego Comic-Con this year. I was asking myself, why didn't I didn't go, which is the first time in probably like 25, maybe 30 years I haven't gone. And I feel like Comic Con was on a decline because Marvel didn't go last year because they were doing D23. So some of the energy was out of it. I felt like if you do something too much, it kind of loses its magic. So I didn't go this year. But I'll be there next year. Joe?
Yeah, same here, man. My knees are saying, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Yes, I mean, there was some, to be honest, dude, Comic Cons are just Hall H, anyways, from announcements, really. You know, once you've walked, I feel like once you walk the floor, there's nothing you haven't seen. And there's nothing that we haven't been able to get at different Comic Cons that are smaller. So it's kind of nice to take a little break because we've gone like several years in a row. So it's kind of good to take a break. And now I kind of want to go next year, right? Like I think the last time we went last year, we kind of was like not even hyped up for next year just because of it just felt like it was different.
Felt like work. Yeah, it just felt like it was. I mean, obviously, our job is to tell all of you about the exciting nerd world universe, but it felt like, I don't know, just getting from place to place felt too much like work. You know, dude, standing in line for them nachos, that felt like work. Definitely.
It was good and it was cheaper.
True, true. If you've never been to Comic Con, ladies, gentlemen, and knights, on Saturday after the Masquerade Ball, you can go to like the center sales area, and they have free snacks, free nachos, finger foods, fruits, and it's good and it's free. But you got to wait in line for like 2 hours to get it, so that's the downside. But
Yeah, I think that's what they changed, right? Because we didn't. I remember we used to just every year we've walked right in,
yes,
and this is the first time it was like, I mean, we lined up outside at least 2 hours. You know, like you said, 2 hours
2 hours,
before
yeah,
the whole event.
and yeah, it
That
was
was brutal.
weird. It
That
really
was
was.
brutal.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
But those nachos do come highly recommended. I recommend them nachos. Pay for
yeah.
'em. Alfonso,
Yes. I
uh,
too
yeah,
missed out on Comic Con. And I suffered from a lot of FOMO. I sat around like Ariel singing, I want to be where the people are. But it just, it was tough. It was really tough for me. I wanted to be there, just didn't happen. It wasn't in the cards. I watched so much of it online, just thinking like, man, that'd have been nice. And you know, in all honesty, I mean, I've never once gone to the Masquerade Ball. I've been to the con, I don't know how many times. I don't really like to sit in the panels too much. I'm just a man of the people. I like to be there with the people. I like to be there with my people, with my ex people. You know, the cosplays. You know, the writers, the artists, the directors, the voice actors. I love seeing and hanging with all of them. I like the you know, the things out there are just way out there that you're not expecting. Like the one time I ran into a guy dressed up as Dr. Detroit. You know, it's an experience. I don't wait in lines for the you know, San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. I mean, I should, because you know, you can easily buy that stuff, sell it on eBay, and make all the money back that you spent. But I just want to absorb it. I'll walk around and in nerdful bliss and just enjoy it and take it all in, and you know, say hi to everybody, high five everybody I can, you know, get the hugs. And I'm just a man of the people, and I really missed out on it. And there were a lot of sad people that Alfonso wasn't there. Now I'm speaking in the third person.
So let's jump into talking about the news of Comic-Con. The big announcements. Alfonso, you're going to drive this episode. What's the first announcement you want to talk about?
So I've got bullet points here. If we want to talk about it, we can. If not, we can skip over it. But, you know, maybe spend a little time on each subject, just because there's not a lot of bullet points. You know, I didn't go over and take notes on all the exclusive things that they're selling. I was just basically like the news out of it. I mean, have either of you watched Futurama? I mean, for a long time, I was into it, kind of dropped off because it was just too much, but it was always enjoyable. No, Joe?
I know what it is.
You know what? I'm aware of it, and I respect that. Well, anyway,
Yeah, I know what it is. I know the female character, the robot. Those are the two.
yeah, Katie Seagal, man, Bender, kiss my shiny metal. Well, just so you know, the news out of the con is that there is going to be a season 14, and this is, you know, after, I mean, years of it being gone. There's also going to be 3 XXXL movie-sized episodes. Specials, you know, and just so you know, XXXL is the shirt I wear if you guys ever want to send me one.
You know, you just ruined the thought in my head, because I'm like, I normally like XXXL, and then you put yourself in that, Alfonso, and I'm like, no.
Well, you know, there's a lot of X-Men shirts out there, and I can't buy them all. So if the people out there in podcast land want to say, hey, Elf, you know what size you wear, because I want to surprise you with one, I am down. I'm down with that. Shameless self-promotion.
You just ruined my day, Alfonso. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay, so nothing to say about that exciting news of Futurama from the world of the Simpsons.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Because I think Finch put it best. My X-Men code name is Buzzkill. Right? Thank you, Finch. So I'm like, okay, I get it. You want to make money. You want to print money. It's very inexpensive to make animation. All of those things are true. But at some point, it's like, granted, there are a million variations of Family Guy. Okay, they got like, oh, it's the president, it's the black president, it's the FBI, it's Cleveland, right? But, dude, do we need another season? No.
It has a really big fan following, so you know, I'm probably not going to watch it. I might watch a couple of the specials, the hour specials, but you know, I'm happy that they're happy. That makes me happy. All right.
Well, it's like Stephen. Sorry,
Steven.
Tripping.
Yeah,
lagging. It's like Steven, bro. Like he said it best. They only want to do certain IPAs, man.
Yep.
And so that they're going to stick with the IPAs. It won't come up with anything new anymore.
That's IP, intellectual property. IPA is an adult beverage.
I said IPA. Oh, I'm thinking like beverage, huh?
Damn, you ready to go, bro?
IP.
This episode's over.
I know, fork in it, we're done. Nothing wrong with that, though. You know, they're a bit strong for me.
Yeah, but yeah, they just want to keep recycling. So, Alfonso, what do we have on our list next?
Round 2. Next on the docket, Star Wars. there's going to be a new Star Wars animated series that was put on the shelf for over 12 years. It was greenlit and then dropped and then came back and then dropped and then came back from the creative mind of Seth Green. Now, you know who Seth Green is? Not Seth MacFarlane. Seth Green.
Is he the redheaded dude?
The little redheaded dude. He was the werewolf on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay.
He was he plays Chris on the Family Guy, you know, the son.
Okay.
And multiple other things. He's great. He's a nerd like us, and I'm sure he's been stuffed in many lockers. But anyways, so it's been shelved for 14 years. It's going to star Felicia Day, Seth MacFarlane, Andy Richter, Jennifer Hale. That's just so you know, Jean Grey from the X-Men animated series, the new Jean Grey, and Zachary Levi, Shazam, you know, for Dukes. It's called Star Wars Detours. Sounds like it's going to be a little bit of a comedy, and it may not be up your alleys, but I think I'll enjoy it. I think it's going to fall in the same vein as, like, you know, all those Family Guy Star Wars episodes or Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. But I'm game. I like to laugh. I'm going to enjoy it. What about you guys?
They should detour that back onto the shelf.
14 more years.
Joe just dropped the mic.
Sound effect.
Ditto. That's all I can say. Joe just dropped the mic. There's nothing else to say to that.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
not for everybody.
It's like I was just like, they got all these Family Guy ripoffs. They got a million Family Guy ripoffs. Oh, and the next thing we'll talk about is Family Guy in Star Wars.
Family Guy in space.
Yeah, dude. Thank you, Joe. Joe.
All
has
right.
spoken.
Next question for you guys. Are you Lord of the Rings fans? Did you watch The Rings of Power?
Oh God, buzzkill.
I got about a season and a half way in.
Yeah, I got a season in. People was complaining because one of the dwarves was black. One of the elves was black. I'm like, come on, y'all. You're in Middle Earth.
You know, it was what's crazy is they're new characters that were created from the. I think they're new, right? I don't know if they're from the.
Yeah.
I think
they are new.
it's like a prequel that they rewrote, right? I want to say.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
There's some old characters,
But
some new.
Yeah, but if you got new ones, how you get, bro? See, those are the same people that complain about, like, you know, race swapping and gender swapping, right? And we're always like, hey, if it makes sense and it works and the story is good, who cares, right?
Yeah.
You can't complain about that, right? And then complain when they make brand new characters. You make the brand new character a dwarf that's black and a brand new elf that's black, and then you want to complain about it? It's like, bro, can we even have a piece of the pie, bro? Like, you got an all-you-can-eat pie station, and we just trying to come in for a couple pieces, bro. You can't give us a couple pieces, bro. And we ain't even gonna complain. Damn, all we get is a couple pieces. We'll be happy for the couple pieces, bro, because we'll be shocked that we even got the couple pieces, you know?
Right. I mean, you got all those nerds out there who all they want to do is be included at all times. They're like, well, actually, you know, according to the lore, there's no other, you know, deviation in colors, but, you know, it's like all the dwarf women look just like the dwarf men. It's like you can't have an entire race of people that look exactly the same. There's going to be deviation.
Yeah.
You know, even the regions they live in can
mean,
change the color of their skin.
It's the same people that never ever say, I'm going to go play at my cousin's house. You know what I'm talking about.
So,
Well,
Alfonso,
the news from Rings of Power is, if you guys know Simon Pegg, and we all do. I mean, Shaun of the Dead, for instance, he was on The Boys. He played what's his name's dad, but in the comic book, his face was depicted as that character. What's the guy's name? Dewey, Stewie, Louis? What? The main guy whose girlfriend got ran over.
We know, yeah.
Yeah, him. Anyway,
Yeah, we know who he is.
He's going to be the voice of the Balrog, which is kind of cool because, you know, he's a big nerd like us. He's going to be Balrog is the one who's going to help Sauron forge the Ring of Power. So that's all I got to say about that one. Moving on. Who likes buddy cop dramas, comedies, adventures? We have lanterns for you.
So you said comedy, huh? Keep going.
No, it's there's going to be comedic elements, but it's a buddy cop, you know, serial,
Okay.
I guess. Lanterns. I'm super excited for this. looks super interesting with the exception of the fact that for some reason when they went into Hal Jordan's closet, his lantern outfit was a little more yellow green than green. It's nice that he does have an outfit. It's not just going to be CGI painted on like Ryan Reynolds, but the show looks great, especially Jon Stewart. He looks to be pretty amazing. I think he's going to be perfect for this role. I can't wait to see how it unfolds. They're giving us very little information about this. All right. Are you guys excited to see this one?
I can take it or leave it. You're going to remind me the day before it comes out, and I'm going to remember. The actor who plays Jon Stewart, I saw him in Something Ridge on Netflix.
Yeah.
He's pretty good in that. But that brother's too pretty to be Jon Stewart, okay? I'm not trying to be attracted to Jon Stewart for an hour every week, okay?
I thought Jon Stewart was pretty. He got hot girl, man.
Give me a Jon Stewart that looks like Idris Elba, okay? That's what I want. Other than that, I mean, I like the actor, but you know what? Don't come around here with your pretty eyes, bro.
All right. So just in case you guys were curious. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. What are you excited to see this one?
Right. I would think like, yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of Jon Stewart too. So like, I like them in Justice League. So forward to that. But no, I think if they make his eyes green,
oh yeah. Maybe that'll make it easier with his light-colored eyes, making him green.
Yeah, that could be. I just want Idris Elba and everything. So,
so
I'm Black Green Lantern.
Like Superman.
You know, that's all I want.
Dude, that would sell right there, bro. I'd watch it just for that.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Do you guys know who the big bad of Lanterns is going to be?
Not Sinestro?
Yeah.
It's not Sinestro, but though Sinestro
Parallax.
will be in it.
Parallax.
Nope, not Parallax. It's the Manhunters. The Manhunters.
Martian Manhunter?
Well, no. The Manhunters. So the Manhunters were like this alien robots that the Guardians created to police the universe, and then when they became sentient AI took over, it was, hilarity ensued. So they brought in the Lanterns, because they needed a more human or person element. So that's what the Manhunters were. Now, they don't say Martian Manhunters because Martian Manhunter, John Johns is, that's what his name is. Mm-hmm. All of these Lanterns are, the Manhunters that they're showing do seem to have alien shape-shifting abilities. So maybe they're going to merge the Martians and the Manhunters together as one. Who knows? But it's still either of those. I think actually the Martians would be better suited to be the bad guy than the Manhunters because they were just little androids. And of course, in TV shows, it's like, well, we can kill them and it's not a problem because they're just robots. I guess they could do the same thing with aliens. I don't know.
True.
But
that works.
The Manhunters, yeah.
If they have blood, it's a problem. That's the rule.
If the blood is red, if the blood is green,
yeah, that's
blue,
true.
or purple, it's not a big deal. Like
yeah, right,
Predator was PG-13. Come on. The Badlands,
bro. Why are you trying to act like
I'm not talking about Predator 2? I watched Badlands. All right, so yeah, Sinestro will be in it. One of the Guardians of the Universe, those little blue guys, is going to be Laura Linney. She was the wife in Ozark. If you guys ever seen Ozark, great show. Gave us Silver Surfer, right? No, never mind. Okay, Nathan Fillion will make an appearance as Guy Gardner, one of the Green Lanterns, and clearly, from what we've seen so far, they're not a big fan of him, which is hilarious because Guy Gardner is a bit of a.
I'm in. That's all you had to say.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in. I like for me when they ignore something like, oh, there's another Green Lantern out there, and they just pretend that he's off patrolling another part of the galaxy, a la Captain Marvel.
Right.
Okay. If you acknowledge he's here, he pops, even if it's for 5 minutes on screen. He's like, oh, hey, I'm Guy Gardner. And they're like, we hate you, Guy Gardner. I'm set.
They need to just push him off a ledge or something and move on.
Yeah.
He'll be okay.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Green eyes and everything. I don't care. I'm hyped. Pretty green eyes. Get out of here.
Pretty. All right. Round whatever we're on. Spaceballs, the new one. You guys excited about this one? Come on, you love Spaceballs, right? Right.
Again, they just can't come up with any new IPAs, man.
Well, there's Purple Haze. They have a lot of different. No,
I
I mean,
never. I may have seen Spaceballs. May have. I know. I may have seen Spaceballs, like streaming
mhm.
or on. There used to be these things called Blu-rays for all you Gen Zs and Gen Alphas out there. I may have seen it on Blu-ray. No.
Tell us about the VHS, Uncle Alan. Did
Yeah,
you have
I
Betamax?
no. I seriously though. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
Man.
It's funny because when they announced the new, I mean, they've been talking about it for a while. Apparently, Josh Gad had a dream and came up with this idea. Called Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks is like, I like it. Let's put it out there. But when they did their panel in Hall H, which another thing I hardly ever get into, they put up like a timeline, kind of like the whole Avengers thing, and they're like Spaceballs, The New Hope, Spaceballs this, and they just did a whole timeline, which of course is ludicrous because there's no way going to do it because I think Mel Brooks is 99, 100 years old now, so I'm sure this is the last one they got in him because otherwise who's going to be Yogurt, which is the Yoda character. All right, moving on. Here's the one you've all been waiting for: the Marvel announcements. First of all, yeah. We are going to have a new Black Panther. Now, it's not going to be T'Challa. It's going to be T'Challa Jr. You remember at the end of Black Panther 2 Electric Boogaloo, we had the announcement of, I've got a little baby T'Challa here, and he's yours now. So somehow that's going to happen in a new Black Panther movie. I think it's Black Panther 3. I'm not sure what the colon is on it, but what do you guys thoughts on that one, you guys?
So, what's the actor's name? Something Johnson?
Yes,
yeah, the
it is
actor
David Johnson.
David Johnson.
Yeah, he's from
David
The
Johnson.
Long Walk.
Yeah.
He's an awesome
But
actor.
it was supposed
this
to
is-
be.
Yes.
Go ahead, Joe.
It was supposed to be Damson Idris.
But what happened?
Yep, keep going, Joe.
He was going out with Michael B. Jordan's ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
and who's best friends with Roger Coolio. Dun, da, da, da. Michael B. Jordan. But again, bro, I'm not even mad at that, bro, because if one of you two, man, if some dude dated your exes, bro, and I'm a director, bro, you ain't gonna be on my movie. I'm sorry, dude.
I'm not hanging out
sorry.
with you 24/7 for 3
You know,
months.
so I'm not even mad at that, bro. Like, I applaud him for having his homeboys back, bro. I'm not even mad at that, bro. Nah, bro, you ain't going, dude.
I commend
Because
you.
I'm like this, bro. If it was me, but then if it was me, Raggio, I would just rewrite it to where Michael B. Jordan is actually the Black Panther. He didn't die. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. And
Down
he
with
can
that.
do his redemption in Black Panther 3. I've always said that, and no one will complain. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys thoughts? What do you think about like them switching it up?
It's a perfectly good reason. I mean, if I'm a director, I don't want to just sit there and hang out with her. You know, all the things, it's like the thoughts that you have about, her, and then the guy with, forget it, man. It would be chaotic. So it's like, why bring that in the movie?
Was the woman whom you guys are referring to, was she in the movie?
No. But the guy she's dating is. So Ryan Coogler's best friends with Michael B. Jordan. And yeah, he's like, I don't want to work with that guy. I don't blame him. I don't want to work with him either.
It's Steve Harvey's daughter. Like, I don't know if you probably never seen it, Alan. There's a meme of after the breakup because she didn't want to marry him. He proposed to her and she was like this, I'm good, and then dumped him. And there's a meme of him sitting at a Laker game, bro, and he's just she shows him watching the game like this, and you can just see he's going through it really bad because he loved her a lot. You can tell.
He'll never be on The Prices or not.
So
Prices
like,
Right.
I'm just saying, bro. If my bro was going through some pain for this chick, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You could be in some other movies, little homie. I mean, and the David Johnson, he looks okay, bro. He came out walking. He's very humble. You know, like you could tell he was so happy to play the part. So like, I'm not tripping. Yeah, they picked a good guy to take over the mantle, I think.
Good stuff.
So, David Johnson? Is that it?
Yes, David Johnson.
Yeah, David
Okay,
Johnson.
I heard it was also Janssen, so I don't know which one it is.
Ooh.
So, couple of things. He's a phenomenal actor. Alien Romulus was hot garbage, but he killed it. Okay, I mean, like, and then when he was in The Long Walk, I could not wait for that movie to end. But his acting was like, bruh, this dude is so good.
So,
So,
in that
with
movie,
David
did they go on a
Johnson?
walk?
David Johnson.
Yes,
Was the walk long?
it was very long, and I had to see it twice.
The movie was long. It was a long walk to the bathroom.
So,
All right.
now that we're completely off track. I mean, but he's going to be great. I mean, at
Yeah.
the end of the day, I saw a meme where people are like, "Oh, you're second guessing Ryan Coogler." Yeah, granted, he did give us Black Panther 3, but he also gave us Sinners. But I'm not going to second guess Ryan Coogler. I
Right.
second guess Kevin Feige, but not Ryan Coogler. So,
Hmm.
All right. Next bit of news. We have a new Ghost Rider. Is it going to be Johnny Blaze? Is it going to be Dan Ketch? I don't think it's going to be, what's the other guy's name? Jaime Reyes? Or no, that's the Blue Beetle.
Jamie Ritt. No,
Jamie. Yeah, it is Jamie. It's Jaime.
it is.
Jaime something.
Well,
Well,
I get it is probably Jaime because he's supposed
Yeah.
to be Hispanic.
yeah,
He
it
drives
just
a
depends on how
car.
you read it. Yeah, the car guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, you know, Ryan Gosling's done a lot of driving car movies. He's a good actor. I'm
is.
not disappointed. I feel
Mhm.
like he's too old for the role, which, dang, that's an Alfonso line right there. But he's too old for the role, which tells me he's probably going to be Danny Ketch. No, maybe Johnny Blaze. But he's not going to be like one of the younger characters because I kind of feel like Ketch is kind of the middle. Like
Yeah.
he's around that Ryan Gosling age, so I could see
Yeah.
him being Danny Ketch.
Yeah, and if he was Danny Ketch, they would still have an option to bring in Nick Cage as Johnny Blaze.
Good point. Now, the interesting thing is in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they already introduced Ghost
They
Rider.
Yes.
So, do they ignore that?
They dropped a lot of that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff, although I think they should have ran with it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But also, like, you it's kind of dope because he wanted to play that character, so he gets to play that character. But the dude's still in phenomenal shape, just like Hugh Jackman, bro. So like, and if you do a lot of CGI, you really don't have to worry about that. And if the one that you said, Alan, that you want him to play, like the Kurtz guy, wasn't that
Yeah,
guy?
Danny Ketch.
Didn't he get his powers from Mephisto? And Johnny Blaze got his
Mephisto?
from Satan. Mephisto, yeah. So like they've already introduced Mephisto, so you could use the same Mephisto to bring in a Ghost Rider as well.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Didn't they both
Yeah.
get their powers from Mephisto?
I thought so.
I
But
watched.
they're two
King
different.
Lion's
They're two
video.
different demons.
I watched King Lion's video and he was stoked, and that's what he said.
One's Zarathos,
Yeah,
and the
that's-
other is the other.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it's kind of splitting hairs, but I feel like Mephisto kind of represented himself as different entities at different times, and then they kind of retconned it, and they'd be like, "But did you know that was actually Mephisto?"
It was him the
So-
whole time.
Dude, the lazy writing.
But you know what we're gonna get? We're gonna get a reunion of the two Kens from the Barbie movie. We're gonna have Ryan Gosling and Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi.
Mm.
I never saw the Barbie movie.
You
Shang-Chi.
are Ken Nuff. Never mind. I can't recommend it. All right. So look at it. We're rounding the corner. So let's get on to the big bad news. All right. So we have they brought out the cast, or a lot of the cast of Avengers Doomsday. You know, Robert Downey Jr. came out, Paul Rudd was there, some of the newer people. You know, who wasn't there was a lot of those new Avengers, you know, like Kate Bishop and Ironheart. It's like they weren't around there at all for this Avengers Doomsday announcement, nor have I seen any bits of them. So are they saving them for later? Are they scrapping them? Who knows? I hope they're saving them for later because I love the Young Avengers.
They're the Young Avengers, dude. Like, there's no
Yeah.
reason to include them. They're going to do that thing where they just claim that they were in New York working on something. They're not going to include them because
They were stuck in an elevator.
yeah, there's no need for them actually. You know?
But the ultimate part of this whole thing was coming out and with a question. Hey, you with the swords over there, was it Deadpool? Deadpool asked some questions, and the question was, like I said at the beginning of the show, where's Thor and why was he crying? It was Ryan Reynolds in that costume. And I love the fact that he was on the con floor. This is one thing that kind of I wish I was there for, because he was on the con floor walking around, taking pictures with everybody. Nobody knew it was him. It was like when what's his name did the Breaking Bad thing and he was wearing the mask and nobody knew it was him. How awesome would that have been to take a picture with this guy and all of a sudden, I got it. It's him. I don't know. I'm just a big sucker for things like that. But he was asking about it. He's like, so is the movie how much longer you got on shooting on this? Like, he wants to sneak in. And they're like, oh no, it's already in the can. And he's like, oh. So curious if he's gonna pop in or not. What do you think?
So you covered a lot.
I know, I'm sorry, I got so excited.
No, that's fine.
And I still
What
have
do
more.
No, but I mean, as far as Doomsday, I mean, was there any real news that came out of that, or was it just like, oh my gosh, look at Deadpool?
The main thing was on the con floor they had a mannequin wearing an outfit, and it was the Latverian witch, and every day there was a different color shown on it. And some people were like, well, they're speculating that they're going to take the place of the stones from the Infinity Gauntlet because they were all those different colors. One color it wasn't was red, because now everybody's also speculating that it could be the Scarlet Witch, but I don't think they even talked about that. But when you look at her mask that was on the stage, that matched the mask of who we thought was Doom at the end of the Fantastic Four movie, what was being held in the hand. Doom's mask doesn't look like that mask that was held in that hand. So there's a lot of pieces to be put together.
I'm just hoping Joe says something because I'm confused.
I think they absolutely said nothing, dude. They didn't say anything, bro. The only thing they did was like, hey, this is a new Ghost Rider and this is a new PP. That's it, dude. They didn't do anything. They're not gonna show you anything, because they've done it before where they show whatever they showed in Comic-Con, they showed at D23. And I'm sure they heard everybody say, well, what's the point in going into this panel or this screening if you said the same thing at Comic-Con? So I'm sure at D23 they're going to show something different, right? And then to prepare you for when, because from what I heard is a new Doomsday trailer. Like, I guess when you go watch Spider-Man, that's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
So
yes,
I think if in D23, if that's the case, I didn't think about this, but in D23 they're going to do something different. They'll probably introduce some more different characters, maybe, or I think they introduced us as Phase 7 now. Am I wrong? Is it Phase 7?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, they gave you a list of the movies that are coming out next. So I think the first of the year is going to be X-Men, which is dope, But other than that, you just released a timeline that you didn't have to hold up the whole of Hall H for, bro. And your thing is so bad. You got to have Ryan Reynolds come up and ask a question, bro.
I think X-Men is like 2027 or so. I don't think it's next, but
that's next year, bro.
Oh, maybe it is then. Maybe
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's not next, but it's next year.
It's the first movie of the year.
Is it?
Oh, well,
it's the first movie of the year, I want to say.
I don't even want to believe
the one thing I do like that
I'm
they're
too excited
is they're spreading out the movies. It isn't so much, so like they're spreading it out, like not that many movies, which is dope. I'm glad that they've gone back to that. I just think if they, instead of making movies, dude, just make series on Disney, dude. You can get a lot done. You can even do anime. I don't care.
So one other thing about Deadpool, when he came out, he was wearing a denim Deadpool costume. So it was like jean material, right? And some clever people on the internet looked up the color of that denim material, and all these colors. That was jean gray. So that particular blue or denim was a jean gray. So, is she going to be in the movie? They're saying that she's going to be in Spider-Man. We'll see. So I wonder if that's a big hint.
That's what hyped you
cool.
up.
Yes.
It's the internet tries too hard.
Right.
You know,
Mm.
I mean, yeah, it was gray, it was denim. Okay, Jean Grey, cool. That's what Ryan Reynolds would do.
Yes.
He's smart like that. He's
He
like one
is.
of those people who understands the nuances of promotion.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
And he's very good at subtle jokes. So it's kind of like when Alfonso says a joke. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to be like, oh, this is a fact now because Alfonso said a joke. You know,
Mm.
it was done for comedic value, and he didn't
Mhm.
invest anything in it. It's just like that.
Yeah. I'm just blown away that hyped you up, bro. Like Jean Grey, like I took it as like, isn't that Uncanny X-Men the color? Didn't Wolverine have the same gray? You know, I thought you would have like said
X-Force.
something about that, like
Yeah.
yeah, X-Force,
It looked-
like Uncanny
yeah, it
X-Force,
looks
right, or
more-
something like that.
Yeah.
I would have thought
At
you would have
first-
said something like that and been more hyped, like, oh, dude, that's Uncanny X-Force. I'm
When I
disappointed
first
in you,
saw it-
actually. Take that
when I
shirt off,
first
bro.
saw it,
I'm so disappointed in you.
Dude, when I first saw it, I was super hyped because I was thinking X-Force, but then it was blue. It's not gray. It's like a bluish gray, and it's just, I don't know. Then it pissed me off.
They are
It
doing
was-
it. I think it's Uncanny X-Force. I think they are doing it in the timeline.
So
What
No,
else you
I
got
think-
for
I
us,
think it
Alfonso?
is.
that concludes my list of topics for the 2026 SDCC Nerd World Order broadcast podcast.
So as we run through this, I mean, I love going to Comic-Con because I get to spend time with my friends.
Yes, sir.
Because I get to see people that I haven't seen all year, you know, who I may only know people through social media, and I'm like, hey, and they're like, hey, and I'm like, great to meet you in person. But running through this makes me now okay, let me say this. Everyone who goes to a convention, all these big announcements are whatever, but go to the smaller panels. You will learn stuff, you will have fun, you will have the opportunity to meet people that like the same things that you meet. That is what Comic-Con's about. All these big announcements and stuff like that, great. As you can tell, us being diehard fans at the end of the day, it was a big nothing burger, you know? So I will say I love Comic-Con because I get to hang out with you guys. I get to see people, you know, that I haven't seen in a while. And I love the panels, but I love the smaller panels, the panels that allow you to interact.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
I'm just laughing because I was like, yeah, screw those little small panels. and we're in the small panels going, man, screw taking pictures outside.
To each his own.
Each his own, definitely.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah. So, Joe and Alfonso, I'll let you throw your final thoughts out there. Final thoughts.
My final thoughts are, I mean, again, a lot of FOMO. I wish I was there. You know, the announcements weren't as great as I'd hoped it to be. It was fun to have Ryan Reynolds pop up. You know, to all of you out there who are listening and you didn't get the chance to see me, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I wanted to be there for you. I wanted you to be there for me. So, till next time.
For me. You know, what I got out of it, James Gunn, the clock is ticking, bro. The clock is ticking, right? Doom, the 2 seconds where he blocked it like Goku, I'm so hype up just to see them do my favorite villain justice. I just hope that 2 second clip is not going to be the best part.
And this concludes this episode of the Nerd World Order broadcast. So until next time, ladies, gentlemen, and knights of the Nerd World Order, I am NWO.
We are NWO.
Nerds redefined. Booyah!